Guys, we did it! Yes! What's up, guys? MTG Jedi here, and I literally cannot be more excited. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who took a second and hit that subscribe button. We finally did it. After years and lots of effort, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. I am so pumped about it. Now we got to keep going, move on to the next goal, which is to beat Smiley in the 1234 contest. So if you're not subscribed yet, what better opportunity is there than right now? And today I have some crucial information for you. I have been at work all day, and surprisingly, there is not a lot of information about the new Doom Tower out right now. And I just find that really hard to believe. Now, what I'm going to be showing you is the hard side because that's where I started. But the nice thing is you should be able to apply everything from the hard side over to the normal side. Okay. I will tell you that it seems like the Doom Tower this time around is more challenging than before, but honestly, it depends on the level, okay? I had a tricky time here on even these first couple levels, more so than what happened the last time, in my opinion, okay? Because we have like double skull crushers with counterattacks here. We have just like tricky things like Gurgo, Lysandras. Okay, like I'm just gonna go through each of the first 9 levels. This one was fine, but if Cantra gets her debuffs up, you could be in trouble. Let's see. Here, this level was pretty challenging, I thought, because you have Hacken, which is going to cleanse all your debuffs and heal everybody, and then Trunda's going to smack you. The other 3 are not much of a concern. We're at 5. I didn't find this to be difficult at all, but it was very interesting. We got some new champions in here, like what is this? What is this? Ryan the Conjurer. I'm not sure if that's a dude or a chick, but it was very interesting. And again, Hacken, the big chick who pulls all the damage. Is that what I just clicked? Floor 6. Yeah, we got Whirlum in there. I mean, you need to beat these levels before they buff him. We have Tormund Draco Sir Nick. What kind of level is that at the beginning of the Doom Tower? Like, this one was not difficult, but it was super interesting. We got the new Elemental guy in there. And then I think we have floor 8. If I missed one, let me know. This one wasn't that bad as long as you don't let those Astralists bomb you. But anyway, I just thought like it required some effort, okay? I did not look at Secret Room 1, but it is Epic Champions. No big deal. I'm going to save that for later on when I want the keys. But the real difficulty is this Griffin. This Griffin is a pain in the butt. Let me just tell you, I'm already getting messages in my Discord. How do I beat this boss? How do I beat this boss? And basically what I want to tell you is I beat it with a lot of different teams. 4 of those champions were the same every time, okay? Catacomb Counselor, Drexthar, Doom Priest, Scylla the Drakes, and then I used a bunch of different champions here, okay? I used a second ally attack, I used a Royal Guard, I used a Brachus, The best possible option is Rotos. So I'll go ahead and run this through so we can talk about the boss's abilities real quick, but I'm sure that you know that. But I will summarize it in an easy to understand way for you. Okay, Rotos is SS tier on this boss, guys. He is so crazy good. He will have the most damage of anyone on my team, and he will be the most survivable. Now, I'm wondering if what that means is we should be putting the majority of our champions in... I keep wanting to say Relentless, but I really mean the one that you take less damage from AoE attacks. And I keep blanking on the name of that gear. I literally just looked at it right before I started this video so that I would remember it, and I forgot it again. I can't keep it in my brain. I don't know if you've ever had one of those days, but that's just where I'm at today. So I can't remember the name of the gear, but that's okay. We'll pull it up in a minute. I currently don't have anybody in that gear set right now, okay? But I'm wondering if that is what we need. I don't know for sure because obviously I beat it without that. But I think it could be really helpful because you're taking a lot of damage from the boss. Now, you have to be careful even on the waves here. The waves are not a walk in the park, guys. Like Xayah here, like I wanted to try like some other champions and they couldn't make it to the boss. They died and she block revived on them. So you do have to be careful about that. Now, I've been seeing some other content creators advocating manualing this boss. I think that's a good idea. But at the end of the day, I know I don't want to manual it. And so I didn't. I found a comp that will work on auto, and that's what I want to share with you today. And like, look how much damage they're dealing here, okay? Look how much damage they're dealing. So do I have crazy gear on these champions? I don't think so. I don't think that I have crazy gear. You might think that Rotos' gear is crazy, okay? And I do have good gear on them, but not crazy insane gear, okay? If I'm being honest about this boss, I find it boring. And that is terrible because I think it is such a cool boss. I think it is such a cool boss, the Griffin. But there's no... Like, what are we missing, guys? There's got to be something that we're missing. Because there's got to be something interesting for us to do with this boss. There's got to be. There's got to be something interesting. Okay? Normally, I would be advocating for War Master in order to beat this boss. But you can see the War Master procs are only 15,000 or 33,000. Wait, what is it? They should be the same every time. 33,000. Oh, that's with defense down. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So somehow I'm landing defense down here. I'm not sure how. Maybe I have more accuracy on Rotos than I'm giving it credit for. But you want to bring a very small amount of debuffs here. You want to bring a small amount of debuffs. And I'm actually wondering if Helm Smasher, the normal DPS, mastery is better than War Master here, okay? There's the 15,000. And you see, like, we're not really in danger of dying here, okay? We're not really in danger of dying, but that is because I do have Rotos, okay? That is because I have Rotos. Now, you want to kill this boss within the 20 turns. Within the 20 turns, you want to kill this boss. And you really need to do that because if you take the 20 turns, the amount of damage he's going to deal you is crazy. It is crazy. Okay? That's not the one I want to talk about. That's the one where his damage ramps up for each counter, which is interesting. You can't mess with his turn meter. I'm totally fine with that. damage from skills, the max HP skills. I think they kind of have to have this on all the bosses. Otherwise, people will just bring like 5 Royal Guards and kill it in like 14 seconds. Okay. You can't reduce a turn meter. This is the one that maybe... No, it's not that one. Stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, block, cooldown skills, fear, true fear. I'm fine with all of those. I'm fine with all of the 77 passives. Okay. Which is the one removes all buffs from all enemies? So basically, this is Madame Ceres. Okay. He's immune to everything. He's immune to everything. Just think about it like that. He's immune to everything. You can't do normal things to him. This buff removal cannot be resisted, and you don't want to put buffs on yourself because he'll do more damage to you, okay? This one is the one that I have a problem with. Transfers all debuffs from Grythian to each enemy, then attacks all enemies. Fills his turn meter by 5% for each debuff transferred. Personally, I think this should exclude HP burn and or poison. He should not transfer those back. And then over here, the fear. All right, over here is the fear. So I don't know how they legitimately want us to beat this boss at the top of the tower. Like when Polarium... We'll finish this. When Polarium makes a boss, I don't think they think about how we're going to beat it. I don't think they think about that. So that should be that should be in your thought process. How are players going to beat this boss? Okay. Oh, actually, here, guys, Drexthar had the most damage here. Syl as well. Okay. I wonder why Syl had so much damage. It's interesting to me. And I personally have liked Catacomb Counselor the best because he doesn't bring any buffs or debuffs. He just hits them, gets the War Master procs, and then does the ally attacks. Okay. Doom Priest, some kind of cleanser is very important here. And we'll talk about some other champions that other people have used as well. That's the team that I have used. And is that my best time? I actually don't think that that's my best time. My best time, I included Septimus there instead of Catacomb Counselor, but I don't think a lot of people have him. Also, my other dudes in the clan. I was talking a lot with Beercules today, working through this team with him. And he sort of copied my build for Drexthar, so I know that that's helpful. Wrangler here, still using Lydia, which is very interesting to me. Septimus, Doom Priest, and Sifi, which is surprising because of how much buffs, turn meter, all that stuff she does, you know. But you can see a lot of these champions are similar. I think a lot of people will have this guy from the recent fusion. We can't click it. Iron Brago, anyway. A lot of people, if you have Trunda, she would be a very good option. I heard the fastest clear time involved her. A lot of people using Vrask for the heals. Okay, Syl for the passive heals, right? So you're seeing some similarities here. And let's go into global. You can see that all of these are using Trunda. It is very interesting to me that we are using Draco here. It's very interesting that we're using Draco. So let's just try to copy, you know, the setup here. 2 ally attackers. I'll use Rhodos instead of Trunda. And then Lydia. And no cleansers. I think most people are going to need teams similar to what I'm doing, but just for the video, we'll throw this on here too, just to see, because I have not tried this as of yet. So we'll put you here, you here. No, where's Lydia? Right here. And then who's the other one? 2 ally attackers. The defense down, and then the strong damage dealers. Phoenix. Really? Phoenix? Strong single target. I guess I will go with Septimus. I will go with Septimus. Yes. I was going to say I will go with Brachus, but he's actually the wrong affinity. But you know, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we'll give this a shot. We'll give this a shot. Usually those global leaderboards have just the nuttiest gear, but stick around here. I'll show you the gear on the champions that I am using. I actually have a weird setup for Catacomb Counselor that I'm not sure is relevant at all, but I'm going to show you exactly what my gear is, okay? Because that's what I beat it with, so you know that it works. I don't think that you need to copy it, but it'll give you a good idea, okay? So let's go ahead and see it. I'm sure that this will get through the waves. And we immediately targeted Zavia, so that's good. But we do not have a reviver here, so if somebody goes down, we're going to be in trouble. I'm wondering if I should have brought Ethos in here, because he is so good at clearing the waves. But when I have a good idea, even if it's not part of the plan, I'm going to include it in the video because I think it will be helpful. So let's progress onto the boss here. And we sort of get teleported there. That was an interesting way to do it. And then he's going to send everything over here. See, now Septimus is going to do a big hit there, but he's not going to survive. I mean, we don't have a way to revive him, so if he dies, then he's out of the fight. But that could be okay. Could be okay. We'll see, I guess, huh? We'll see. But you can see, like, Roto's doing big, chunky hits here. Big, chunky hits. But I have him in... I mean, I have him in damage-dealing gear, obviously. But I also have him in the Mastery Helm Smasher, okay? And see, this is what's happening to a lot of people, is they are taking too much damage and then their comp is going to fail, which I think that's exactly what's going to happen to us here. Rotos and Lydia might be able to finish it on their own. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. But there's going to be some weak hits. You do want to bring those magic champions if you can, because they are the ones who will be getting the weak hits against you. Yeah, so that did not work out for us, okay? So if you're trying to do that, you're going to want probably something else. And maybe, Draco's going to be better than Lydia there because of the poisons. Obviously, Draco's insane. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at my champions so that you can see a team that is reasonable for you to use. Reasonable for you to use. Okay, so recently used. And, you do not necessarily have to have Rotos. I've given you some good ideas. I wanted to double check I had like a little list of teams here. So the most important one, in my opinion, is Drexthar. And this is the build currently, okay? I did earlier today have speed boots that I was giving a try to, but this is the build that I had on before. If you need to, you can have an accuracy chest here. I switched to this one today, but you know, I've had this build with level 12 gear for a while and used it on the Sorath spider. Okay, Catacomb Counselor I actually have in a shield set. Okay, and I don't think it's particularly great stat wise. He just is a little bit tanky, a little bit of speed on him, and that's about it. I mean, I do have books on him for what that's worth, and I do have War Master on him for what that's worth. Okay. Let's see who else you would like to see. Doom Priest, I think, is, you know, in reasonable gear, but you can see it's not all the way leveled up. I focused on HP here and speed. HP and speed. My Scylla the Drakes I've used all across the Doom Tower, all the way up to the top of the hard Doom Tower. Here are her stats. The biggest thing is accuracy over 300. Very defensive with HP and defense. I did manage to get 100% crit on her with some crit damage, so you know, you might have to exclude the crit rate stats in order to get those other three: HP, defense, and accuracy, as well as speed over 200 being very important. Royal Guard is just normal, and I will show you my gear on Rhodos because you want your nuker in, you know, pretty damaging gear. And yes, okay, 280 crit damage is a little bit unrelatable. I do have him in Swift Parry and then a broken set here because these gloves are bomb. Okay, just being honest with you, these gloves are bomb, and this chest piece is very nice as well. So, I don't know. You tell me if this is relatable, but I think that the team of Catacomb Counselor, Drexthar, Doom Priest, and Syl, plus a damage dealer, is the best strategy for this boss. That's where I'm at with this. Hopefully you can put that together, and you know, maybe you could replace, you know, one of these two with another healer. You could use any ally attacker instead of Catacomb, and then there are a lot of damage dealers that will work instead of Rhodos. I'm interested, and I kind of want to test War Master on Rhodos. But I do not have books in him yet. In case you want to try to copy my build for Rhodos, I don't have books in him yet. So that's where I'm at with the Griffin. Let me know in the comments, what team did you use to beat it? Was it similar to this or was it different? And Griffin is the keyword for our 1234 contest. But I'll be honest, I've been just counting everyone's comments, just trying to be nice. So, you know, it's helpful if you use the keyword for me, but, you know, I'm going to get you on the list regardless. So if you want in that contest, use that keyword Griffin. Put a comment below and you'll be entered for one of 10 prizes when we hit 1234. And if we win, I might sweeten the pot a little bit. So let's get there. 1234. Thank you again so much for helping me hit 1,000 subs. Now on to the next goal. I will catch you guys in the next one. Not sure when that video is going to be uploaded because my schedule's pretty crazy this week, but I'll try to get it to you as quickly as I can. Until then, see you later.